The heat of noon quivers along the ground, and rustling through the stiff-belled heath the sound of drowsy bees on heavy burdened wings rivals the soaring lark that distant sings. The fine-haired grass feels hot beneath my back, and time is marked by pistol shots that crack when ripened gorse pods suddenly explode and shoot their blackened bullets over the road. A line of silver shows beyond the birch, whose dancing leaves half hide the fixed grey church, set in the opal distance of the sky. Upon a sun-kissed knoll, dreaming, I lie in pungent airs the ancient pines exude, while in long hot hours they stand and brood. Earth's sloping bosom stretches from my feet, to rise again where sky and distance meet. The blue above is infinitely deep, the white cloud mountains perilously steep. Below them here, with butterflies and flowers, I've mused upon my life through age-long hours. What then of life? Have I life apart from thou, O man, who broke, then healed my heart? My reading of the world and life must be dependent on the place allotted thee. What a fine pageant do you make, O man, in your embodiments, and I can scan your thousand faces, so the world is changed, and by your aspects life is rearranged. In a blue haze that quivers neath the trees, I see the wraiths of my past selves, and these are all accompanied by fragment dreams of what unfinished man to girlhood seems. Myself at 17 is in the wood, shy as a fawn and like a schoolgirl good. Man canters in the distance through the trees, with lance at rest and shield against his knees. His armour scarce is loosened, safe to rest, when overwearied by some noble quest. A virgin queen in peril, or perchance the Holy Grail itself inspires his lance. Then I do play the part of perilled queen, and as he rescues me I scarcely lean upon the still cold succour of his arm. Through the dark nights we journey from all harm, the bright blade of his naked sword doth keep us both in safety while we lie in sleep. Return to my own country all I give, rewarding him his one white rose. I lived for years his lady, while he fought abroad, and I have never ever kissed my lord. Now I at 18 take a new delight in knowing, if I stoop facing the light, the still dark waters will reflect my face, mysteriously, and lend its curves a grace. Man troubadour comes through the wood and finds me at my toilette, and he lily binds between the lustered webs of my dark hair, and tells me that he finds me the naiad fair. But I spring up and run with laughing glee, and he pursuing finds that I can flee in earnest, so he tires and dreams all night beneath the oak through which I took my flight. And when by sunrise I have not returned, he knows that his devoted love is spurned, while I laugh from within the sparkling shade, with white star blossoms ever new arrayed. Myself with 19 and with jewels dressed, white filmy rose silk flutters o'er my breast. With other maidens walking in a glade, I coyly wait within its arboured shade, while cavaliers come dressed in shining silk, and press with kisses hands as white as milk, whispering softly that a little waist is most attractive when 'tis lightly laced. From man I learn the body's rounded curves tingle beneath their rosy flesh with nerves. Then man, who seems to be removed by fate, bids au revoir abruptly at the gate. When I'm 20, man has come to life, and a young student whittling with his knife, saying his Latin verses o'er I meet, and he and I exchange long looks too sweet. We clasp each other's hands, both brown and warm. We shield each other from the wordy storm of academic wrath over tasks undone, and know that life's real lesson has begun. The strong-limbed creature runs his college race, mud flecks his hairy calves, so swift his pace. The sweat pours down his forehead to his nose, as round the course ahead of all he goes, while I observe with throbbing heart of joy that man is something more than larger boy. Man's aspect grows and changes swiftly now. Bewildering varieties allow no respite to my thoughts of self. They woo my sense with words intoxicating. True, a captive man flatters my girlish pride, for my friends are envious of a bride. Man is the source of carriages and gems, the force that rows my boat upon the Thames. Man clad in tailor's garments seems as tame as a devoted dog answering his name. Why not possess a creature thus endowed? And so to man my girlish life is vowed. As victrix, crowned with scented orange flower, my triumph is secure for one short hour. At dark, Phrygian man changes once more, and tailor's garments thrown upon the floor. A satire dances on them wild and free, and sends his coarse revelry in me. When morning dawns, the world is no more fair, and every bedroom seems a wild beast's lair, and every bride a creature in a snare, and every laugh an echo of despair. The pregnant women's heavy shackled feet, the painted faces leering on the street, the nursing mother gaunt with ill-paid toil, All make my soul with searing grasps recoil from man and his gross bestiality. I struggle to a sheltering home, man free. Then cloistered in a convent, man escaped. By thoughts of piety my life is shaped. The saints and sages fill my mind with peace. Even the memories of wild tumult cease. We grow God's flowers within our garden wall, and live more pure than Eve before the fall. The months of quiet healing, mind at rest, persuade me that the man's life is the best, that the nun's life is the best. Hark! Strangely in the quiet rings a cry, with moans of agonies as though to die, where torment's only hope, and then the wail of babe newborn, crushed rose so soon to pale. Fluttered a moment, but the thing is cold, before it is a single hour old. Man in another form, so frail, so sweet, promise of life forever incomplete. Could other lives beyond it not unfold in gentle bodies that his arms might hold? The single cry of this frail baby man sets my mind seeking once again God's plan. Out in the world where men and women meet, I see that all the nuns in my retreat could not be there had not some man desired, some woman, and with her seed body fired. In simple gown I set about my task, and for a year serve man, and do not ask if it be right that he should sit and smoke while women scrub. My dormant mind awoke, and being rid of its warped heavy strain, now man appears as a human thing again. I watch him at his labour in the mine. I watch him shaping from the rough-hewn pine the shelter and the comforts of a home. I watch him spanning the completed dome of a great temple he's raised to God. I find a soul within the merest clod, who works to win his children's daily bread, and yet my own soul's joy in man has fled. At last you come, O man of my desire. You turn the blood within my veins to fire. You turn the dusk of night to radiant flame. You drown in sweeping joy the coward's shame. You found me blindly seeking life's true laws, while you were hewing deep at evil's cause. You found me working hard in solitude, wrestling with problems but half understood. Winding the warp alone upon my loom, the threads fall loosely, scattered in the room. Your shadow flew between those threads of mine, the woof closed up with added lines on line. And we together weave firm cloth of gold, fit garment here, God's image to enfold. The visioned pageant in the woodland fades, like blue-veined mist it floats across the glades, and still I lie upon earth's flower-clad breast, warm cushioned beneath the sky on grassy crest. Scattering the drowsy bees I hear a sound that makes my blood leap with one eager bound, and surge the cheek that you will stoop to kiss. Your step alone is guarantee for this. You come, no visioned wraith but flesh, pulsating my twin soul within its mesh. My soul towards thee strains every part, and as we lie, not only heart on heart, and tingling hands clasping swift tender hands, soft whispered words exchanging love's demands, but each mind entering, permeating, ranged within the other, all the view is changed. Crystal effusion from man's woman's soul, the spirit finds a vision of life whole.